So today's video comes from recent news of Rockstar Games acquiring Ruffian Games, Crackdown 2 developer and a video game developer that I've mentioned before on this channel that looks to have recently been rebranded as Rockstar Dundee, a new branch for Rockstar Games based in Dundee, Scotland. This makes it the newest Rockstar branch based in Europe and joins the other already existing ones being Rockstar Leeds, Rockstar Lincoln, and definitely not least to mention Rockstar North. Now, what's interesting about this is that just a few months ago, Ruffian Games had actually tweeted that the team at Ruffian Games is hiring. They're looking for engineers to work on unspecified titles for Rockstar Games. So, at the time of this tweet, back this year, this time just a year ago, it looks like they were partnering with Rockstar Games on an upcoming project, whether that be a brand new game or a remaster of an older existing Rockstar title. Now, just a year later, with Ruffian Games being purchased by Rockstar Games and rebranded as Rockstar Dundee, it looks like all development at Ruffian is now being put towards Rockstar titles, considering, well, the developer is now a separate extension of Rockstar Games. Now, taking a look at their past projects, one of the most interesting ones to note is their work on the Master Chief Collection, which was the remaster for the older generation Halo games. Now, just because they worked on remastering Halo doesn't necessarily mean that they will also be remastering GTA, but let's take a look back at a few things that happened earlier this year that may put us in favor of an older GTA title potentially making a return in the future. The biggest thing that happened earlier this year was the GTA San Andreas fan-made remaster made by Arcadia Squad just a few months back this year. Now, unfortunately, even though this was completely fan-made using the Unreal Engine, an engine that Rockstar hasn't developed or used in any GTA games, the trailer ended up being taken down by Take-Two Interactive, the parent company to Rockstar Games. Now, this isn't the first time that we've seen Take-Two get involved with GTA-related business, as sometimes they like to apply pressure when Rockstar Games appears to be impacted financially. A few examples being the recent money glitches to hit GTA Online this year, where Take-Two had gone and actually copyright strike people who were making tutorials on how to even do the glitches themselves. Now, to see Take-Two get involved and take down Arcadia Squad's trailer, in my opinion at least, has to hint at something Rockstar Games is currently working on or has as a potential project sometime down the road. Because if not for that, I don't see any reason as to why they'd spend the time to take down a fan-made project. And when we look at the recent Ruffian Games acquisition by Rockstar, things seems to start tying in together a bit too well here. Taking a look at Arcadia Squad's channel now under the Community tab, it looks like they've actually teased a screenshot of what may have been a potential Vice City remaster they were working on, but probably abandoned out of fear of being copyright striked by Take-Two again. As if you didn't know, being striked 3 times on YouTube ends up getting your YouTube channel terminated. Now, if you didn't get to watch the San Andreas remastered trailer by Arcadia Squad, I'm sure it's still up on some smaller channels out on YouTube that you can check out if you really want to, but out of the safety of my channel, I won't be putting it in this video. Now, the second thing I wanted to bring up was this tweet from Yan2295, former Rockstar Games insider, who actually quoted the announcement of Ruffian Games being rebranded under Rockstar Dundee and mentions here that if you remember the news from a few months ago, Ruffian Games was already working in collaboration with Rockstar on some projects and hired many new people for that. I wouldn't be surprised if they were working on remasters of some older Rockstar titles. Now, some people did reply to this tweet with what they're guessing this move means, with Len LFC commenting that this is likely for GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2's port over to next-gen consoles, which, in my opinion, is a very probable cause of what's going on here. But some other comments brought up the possibility of a Bully remaster or one of the older GTA titles from the last decade, which, in my opinion, is much more deserving of a remaster than seeing GTA 5 come to a third console generation. Seeing a game like San Andreas or Vice City or even GTA 4 come to the PS5 would honestly make most GTA players happy for at least a few years, myself included. Now, the last thing that happened this year was actually something I noticed back on the Rockstar Games website just a few months ago in July, and that was a small change made to the website under their list of all games, where Rockstar had actually removed quite a few older titles from their list of games, with the more notable ones being San Andreas, Vice City, and GTA 3. Now, if you go back to the website right now, at the time of my recording of this video, all the games that were missing off of the site back then are up now. So this potentially has no actual correlation to older games being remastered, and for all we know, could have just been some temporary maintenance that was going on the website that we just happened to notice at the time, but I still wanted to bring it up. Aside from all that, this is definitely an interesting move to see from Rockstar late in 2020, and with all the things they are likely working on for the next few years, I'm surprised we haven't seen more expansions and acquisitions going on at Rockstar Games lately. GTA Online is supposed to be getting a bunch of new content come 2021, and I'm sure Rockstar's next AAA title is already at least halfway done by now. So, with all of these major projects going on, I'm sure Rockstar is going to have to be expanding some way, whether or not they're making the news official. I'm interested to hear from you guys, though, in the comments on what you think Rockstar's next major announcement will be, aside from GTA 5 and GTA Online, and whether you think we'll see a new AAA title being announced, or if we'll see a remaster come first. Aside from that, as always, it's been Nick Plays Games, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!